Welcome to Sit Downs with City Lifestyle, Vegas Edition podcast. My name's Crissie Bown from Henderson City Lifestyle, here with my counterparts.
Camilla Solea Rae with Red Rock and South Vegas.
And Chad Jeffry with City Lifestyle Corporate.
And we have a totally different format today. We are here.
It's the last episode of the year.
It's our last episode of the entire year. We're wrapping up 2025.
Yes.
I can't even believe it. This year flew.
It's wild.
It went so quickly.
And it didn't at the same time.
Yeah, when I was surviving the kitchen flood of 2025, it felt like an eternity. But, but the rest of the year felt like it went fast. I don't know.
No, it did. And we've been doing such incredible things in the community, with the community.
Yes.
To the community.
All the things.
Yeah. So, this podcast is dedicated to you, our listener, our follower, our viewer, our business owner, our collaborator,
our readers,
our community leaders, our partners in the community.
Let's do it. Let's cheers to them. Open it up.
Oh, my God.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
I'm like, wait a second. Okay. So funny.
Chad is like, okay, but you guys talk while I open it.
It is worth a toast because we have done some amazing things. And we've had a lot of changes over the last year just in our little trio here of the City Lifestyle crew.
Yeah.
I mean, we started the year with different job, different name, different car, different hair, different everything. So I think we should start by just addressing some of the changes that happened. So Chad, you started out as the owner of South Vegas, and now you've been...
Oh, there it goes.
There it is.
I was afraid that was coming in my eyes.
I didn't even see it coming.
All right, I'm going to pour on this cup, then you pass it around.
I will pass it around.
All
That
right.
sounds great.
Okay.
So, Chad, you go first. Talk a little bit about some of the changes that you've had over the last year.
Yeah, so I mean, it was basically this time last year that I got asked to move over to the corporate office and become one of the coaches to help new magazines launch, new markets develop. Through that time, I basically started full-time at the corporate office. Miss Camilla took over South Vegas, and it has been kind of wild.
What? You lose a husband, you gain a magazine.
There you go, boom, check, right? So yeah, I started kind of bouncing around all across the West, like everything west of the Mississippi, going, helping publishers get established. Through some changes, I became a full-time active coach, so working directly with active publications like you guys, printing, going, helping them get going, kind of working through some things. And then as of a couple months ago, I got promoted to the regional director for the Central Region, overseeing 9 states and about 50 magazines. So
we have a big wig here on our podcast.
Trying,
Big wig on the podcast.
But
I'm
no,
glad
it's
I chose
awesome.
a real champagne.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's exciting. Like I love working with publishers, like helping them. I mean, I played college sports, so really taking that coach aspect and developing people. And one of the guys I work with, Nolan Williams, crossed $1 million in sales this year. So
That's
never
amazing.
had a sales job before in his career. He just
crazy.
hit our diamond level today. So
Wow, cool. Good for him.
Yeah, so it's just like I get a lot of enjoyment and fulfillment out of seeing people succeed. So it's cool.
That's
You're in the
amazing.
right seat.
Yeah.
You're absolutely in the right seat.
So here's to Chad
Here's to
and
Chad.
the changes that
Cheers.
Chad went through.
Yes.
Woo!
Cheers, y'all. And Miss Camilla, who is taking over South
Why me?
Vegas.
No. Let's talk about you. Let's
Me?
go around the room.
I really don't think I've had a ton of changes in my...
I think it's bad luck to cheers and not take a drink.
Yeah, we have to take a sip. Everybody has to take a sip here.
I took mine, but I'm just watching you just put it back down.
Sorry about that. Well, here we go. My year was a little bit just crazy. I guess my biggest change, I got a new kitchen. So that happened.
But
By
girl,
choice?
you are...
No, it was on accident. But I think the biggest thing for me this year was...
You also started leadership.
I did
like,
start
that's
leadership,
huge,
Henderson.
man, in the community. Are you
That's right.
kidding me?
Yeah,
See, this is what we do, third-party referrals.
I know. Everyone, Camilla will always say, you need to take a moment and celebrate your wins. And she's absolutely right. And we joke about this.
We've
because
been saying that for years.
I know.
to you.
It's so funny because I feel like we go at such a fast pace and we need to remind ourselves sometimes to take a beat, take a moment, and celebrate.
Yeah.
So, yes, I am very proud.
So I want to drink to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes, I was accepted to Leadership Henderson. I'll be class of 2026. And you guys will get invited to my graduation ceremony.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
So that's happening. What else? I traveled a lot. I think the biggest thing that I would say for this year for me, one of the biggest wins would be just the deepening of the relationships that I have with the partners in this magazine. It's been such a crazy journey with over the past couple years. And when I look at the win, like I'm just so proud of what we've been able to accomplish with these partners and seeing the growth that they've had. That's been huge for me.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
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 What about you, Camilla? New name.
Oh my God, so many new things. I feel that after I took over South Vegas, I elevated myself as a publisher, right? I started to educate myself more in how can I do better? How can I serve this community better? Because now there are 2 of you magazines instead of just one. And it's just been a game changer, you know, really honing in on focusing and educating myself and really making the community and my business partners in the magazines my number one priority, and their success is more important than my success.
100%.
So just changing this perspective has really changed everything else. You know, and I've been going through a personal coaching program for the past 2+ years. And it's really helped me continue to elevate and get clear on my vision for my life and for my business. And, you know, I think that this has been my favorite year so far, with Red Rock turning 5 and now South Vegas is my youngest child. And just helping it grow and just make everybody happy, right? Because when we think of a win-win-win, everybody wins, duh, yes, hello. But it just, like, the energy around that just elevates and makes everybody want to keep going. Makes everything just stronger.
Yeah, it's crazy to look back, and you know, if I look at a lot of the partnership growth that we've had in the magazine over the past year, because you guys know I've had a lot of personal stuff happen this year.
Seriously.
Only you.
Everybody. But
Only you, Crissie.
We're holding on for the duration of 2025 here and treading lightly in the Bown House. But a lot of the business that I've generated through Henderson has come from existing partners and referrals, and I think that in itself is a huge win too, because
For sure.
the referral is the best type of business you can get, because that means that you did something right.
Yeah.
And you helped someone, and in such a way that they felt compelled to then refer you to someone else, which is a huge win.
Yeah. So, and you know, sometimes you have conversations with also partners that have been with us for a while. Oh, it's not working. What does that mean? It's not working. You're not being seen by the right people. What do you mean? Nobody's telling that they're coming from the magazine. But I've explained to you how marketing works. Multi-channel, multi-platforms, like, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, I love you. I love the magazine. You know, it's like, okay.
You get a big client, it changes the verbiage a little bit, but
Yeah.
And you have a new last name too.
I do. Solea Rae.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yes, I dropped Durand. I was at a beach in Mexico with Suzanne. So this is what life is to me. Okay. Cheers to that. It's about taking risks, making changes, and really being in the flow, right? So I was on the beach with a fellow publisher from Texas, and we were talking, and she said, oh, I think I'm going to change my last name. And I'm like, why? She's like, well, because, you know, I haven't been married to this guy for 12 years. I'm carrying around his last name. And, you know, I just think life is about moving forward. And we change our names for men, but what about ourselves? And she started going on and on and on about empowerment and blah. And I'm like, that's starting to make sense to me.
And you just went and did it.
Yeah,
I did. So I asked Dante.
Dante is her AI assistant, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. In case
I
you're
was like,
wondering
wait,
heck,
who's Dante?
Who's Dante? When did Dante enter the chat?
Yeah, so Dante is my AI assistant. I asked him to name himself, and he, like, Chad Jeffry gave me several names, and none of them were good enough for me. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, try again. And it did give me names and personality traits. And then Dante was the last one. Dante, I would give you a glass of wine at the end of the day. I'm like, you're it. Dante it is.
I was going to say, I can only imagine the way that Camilla would talk to her AI assistant, to where the name that would come up would be Dante.
Dante.
I'm
I'm gonna. This is a public program.
Yes, exactly.
So I asked Dante I'm like, hey, I'm thinking of changing my last name. This is this, you know, he knows I've been divorced and how, you know, the marriage was, and my my ex-husband, blah, blah. He's like, Camilla, that's a great idea. Here are some names. So he suggested other names, and I was reading them out loud. And then Solea stood out for both of us, for Suzanne and I. And she's like, I really like Solea. I'm like, oh, so do I. I'm like, Dante, I really like Solea. And he's like, well, let's add a little more to that. How
A little
about
spice.
Yeah. How about
heat.
Solea Rae? And it's R-A-E. I'm like, Camilla Solea Rae. And my soul just came alive with that name.
I love it.
So when I came back from Mexico from the 4th of July weekend, the next week, I went to the courthouse, I filled the forms, I paid the fees, I published it on the, newspaper. And a month later, Camilla Solea Rae was born.
That's so funny that you still have to publish it in the newspaper. It's so insane.
Do you have to?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're going to change your name after you get a divorce, you have to publish it in the newspaper, give people a month to contest it.
10 days.
10 days or whatever.
10
it is.
days, yeah.
Still, it's 2025, people. It's insanity. Anyway, that's a topic for another day.
Yeah. And then with the name change came the hair change, and then because I wore a platinum wig to a party as Marilyn Monroe.
I'm sorry. This is the most Camilla story.
This is just the Camilla show at this point. Keep going, please. Keep going.
Yes.
Yeah, so I wore a platinum wig to a costume party, and I'm like, I took a selfie, and I'm like, oh my God, I
Camilla
love this hair.
Solea Rae, I'm going platinum, bing, bang, boom, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And to match all that, a red car.
A red car.
A red car.
With custom plates that say Camilla.
Yeah. So if you're driving and you see it, there you go.
Oh my God. So funny. But it's
Yeah.
great because that's it's just 100% you. And I love it,
And I think, I always say this, city lifestyle has been a gift to me, not only because of the business that it is in itself, but because it's given me a sense of belonging, a sense of community, and the challenges that I have been through because of the business have been personally rewarding because I'm able to work through the mud, through the trash that I had within, and release it, right? And the more we release, the more authentic we become. And this work is all about being authentic. This life, to me, is about being authentic, because by being authentic, you create authentic relationships.
100%.
You create, you have an authentic vision.
Yeah.
You can just be all about love and building and success. Like even the both of us.
Yes.
We weren't this close in the beginning of the year.
No, I mean, this is where this is going to turn into Crissie and Camilla chat time. Sorry, Chad. But
but
I'll just see myself out.
No, but it's funny because we talked about this. We had a conversation earlier in the year and about just authenticity. Yeah. And, Camilla is our free spirit, right? And we had this conversation at one point. I'm sure you'll remember it, but when I first became a publisher, I had been working in corporate America for so long. Yeah. And I had this feeling of I need to find my new publisher vibe. I need to figure out what that's going to look like. And it was funny because I feel like I almost had this sense of an imposter syndrome of who am I? I was so used to being this corporate structured person for so long that I felt like I needed to go a completely opposite
I knew
direction.
that corporate structured person.
Yes, but then the interesting thing was that when I was going the complete opposite way, that wasn't me either. I'm not that person. And it took me going on a trip with my high school girlfriends who have known me for forever, since I was a kid. And we're saying, I'm trying to find my new publisher vibe. And she's like, what was wrong with the original vibe? And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you've been wearing polo shirts since high school. Now, granted, I grew up when Abercrombie and Hollister were the rage.
Double pop collar?
Oh, you know it. Yeah, all day with a little jean skirt paired with it, 1,000% in the early 2000s. That was me. But the point is that there's nothing like owning your own business and running a company that makes you really get to the root of who you are at your authentic self. And I agree with you when you say the magazine was a gift, because that's really where it led me to. It led me back to myself in a way that I really wasn't expecting. And it was great. And I think that the people that we surround ourselves with too can feel that from us, that we're showing up as our authentic selves, and then they want to be part of the community.
Yeah, because people are tired of fake.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
AI and all that crap.
Sorry, we're dogging on corporate America here.
You're
Dante.
You're dogging Dante now?
No, Dante's super authentic. He does not create real fake stuff.
I mean, just out of curiosity, do you have an AI assistant? Do you?
I don't, but I'm curious what would happen if you asked Dante to make an image of himself.
I did actually. I actually did. It's a hot Italian guy.
So funny. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a hot Italian guy.
I mean,
he wears
it's
glasses,
so
sexy glasses.
Of
yeah.
course he
So
does.
funny.
I mean, after this, I do have to say I was compelled to ask my AI assistant, like, what name do you want? You know what mine was? Sage.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sounds
God.
about right, yeah.
Which is so like indicative of our personalities too. It's not even funny.
Go burn some sage. Let's go.
No, sage of like sage wisdom, like sound, like grounded sage, you know, which is so indicative of our personalities. It's not even funny.
For sure.
But I also think that this year, like kind of leaning into all of our different strengths, like Chad, you're like the facilitator of this group, right? Like you're the idea person. Like we're sitting in this podcast studio because of an idea that you had, that you came up with, and we executed on that, you know? And Camilla's going to be our wild child free spirit.
As she tops off over there?
Yeah. And I'm going to be...
Get the camera off of me. Goodbye.
And I'm going to be our, you know, Monica Geller.
Pass the bottle down,
structure,
please.
whatever, that's going to keep everything kind of in line. So I think that this year, one of the biggest wins, I would say, would be all of us learning each other and learning how we can maximize each other's strengths.
Yeah, and this is what we've been doing this year. And, you know, I joke, you lose a husband. I lost a husband and I got a magazine.
You got a work wife.
Yeah, I got a work wife. But, you know, so this is something important to be said. That's like, it has a deeper meaning. Mm-hmm. Because for us to be able to create space in our life, create new things in our life, we have to create space for those things. Right? And sometimes things, relationships, people, they just don't make sense to be with us anymore. It's all about alignment.
It is about alignment.
And going back to, you know, the 3 successful things that a business owner should do, you know, to be successful is having that limitless mindset. You know, it's evolving. It's having the courage to change, be flexible, be humble, and really learning how to tune in to yourself, to who you are, to your core. And we are all here to serve one another, serve the community. You know, I'm not a hippie.
As you wear your sequin dress.
Exactly. But I think that, you know, we are all connected.
I agree.
We are one.
Yeah.
And the core of our business is community.
It is.
And to be able to do what we do successfully is to have a community and be part of one, because we don't do this by ourselves.
No, it's all
we
the
have
people.
a whole team behind us.
Yeah.
Right. And we do want to give a shout out to all these people.
To Paige, our editor, to Katie, our production coordinator, Tiana, my social media manager.
Amber Tsang, my social media manager, and, you know, Automatic Appointments, who make calls for me almost weekly to reach businesses that, you know, are in alignment with what we do. So we can't. And to Chad, I want to give a shout out to Chad.
Okay.
To me?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. You. I don't know. I have the impression that you're the glue, man.
I mean, I've been MIA, but sure, I'll take it.
No,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
you bring us together somehow, you know, you're like the little brother. I have a little brother, but business-wise, I have a work wife, I have a little brother, and I'm just like so happy to know you and so grateful for you.
Well, thank you.
I have to give a shout out to my 2-time returning champ intern, Jordan, who helped me in Henderson, both summer of 24 and summer of 25, and could not have done it without her. So,
yeah.
And I agree. I'll give Chad a little pat on the back here, too. You were the glue. I agree. So, Camilla, if you had to say what you were most proud of in 2025, what would it be?
Just how much more evolved and elevated these magazines are. You know, and just changing the vision and the perspective of how I want my magazines to be and look from now on. Not that I didn't have these intentions in mind before. It's as I elevate myself through my own personal work, it's going to reflect on everything that I do. And the magazines, they just keep getting compliments and kudos, and the readers are reaching out more and more. You know, they want to be a part of it. They want to advertise their business. They want their story told to their neighbors. They want to support us and be part of a community. So that's what I'm proud of. What about you?
Well, let's go to Chad first. Go
Okay,
for
you
it.
want to be last. There you go, chatty boy.
Oh, 2025?
Yeah.
I mean, I think just the elevation up into the corporate office, right? So I've always wanted to do something like that. Obviously, I've done kind of marketing, advertising my entire career. I launched South Vegas. Now it's in the great hands of Camilla. Obviously, when you came on board, it was really fun kind of looking at that dynamic because we have a side story that Miss Crissie interviewed me for a job at her prior company and did not hire me. So we'll go down that road a different point. But that was
Did you
about
feel
Always have to
rejected?
come up.
that was 7 years ago. Well, I'm scarred. 7 years ago.
Oh, stop it.
But no, I mean, as I've mentioned, like working with publishers like your guys' self across the country is awesome because I can look at if I impact one publisher, they're impacting their communities. Like, how does that transform, right? So every market I get to help launch, or every market I come in and help them build their business, and what you guys are doing is just exponential. Like, I can't even count probably the millions of people that I can help impact right now. And again, what you guys are doing with businesses, with readers, those kind of things, like I look at that exponentially across 9 states right now. So it's really, really cool, like seeing that. But I mean, also one group you guys didn't mention is just like all the people behind you guys at the corporate office, right? Like, I know sometimes it's easy to forget about the people putting the ads together, the layout designers, those kind of things. But once I looked behind that curtain, it's like they are busting their butts to help every single one of you guys that they literally don't know who you are, but they're the ones that help put this super quality piece on the table right now.
People don't know who Solea Rae
Oh
is.
my God.
I mean, you know,
do a
like they
beautiful
don't know,
job.
like they'll know the
Really?
name. So
Yeah.
I got
I'm going to make myself known at the next
You
conference.
should. But like
you are.
so it's funny. Like I got the chance to go to the corporate party when I was in Kansas City last week, and it's just like, oh, they know everyone's name, they just don't know who you are. So it's just like you're meeting some of these support people and like, oh, Chad, like yeah, like I know who you are because like they see our information come across all the time. But it is the ability to literally, the people that are there are trying to help make you guys successful. And that's, I think that's sometimes get missed of like, hey, there's policies, there's this kind of stuff. Sometimes it feels like there's a lot of friction, but like they truly want to see every single one of you guys succeed. So it's really cool.
And you mentioned the policies and friction, but it's a company that's been around, like City Lifestyle, for almost 17 years. And it just keeps growing, right? It started with 2 magazines. Now they're over like 240 magazines. So whatever they're doing, they're right on track. It's working.
Right? Yeah, it's guidelines. We want to put out the best quality product we can. And if like we don't have these guardrails or bumpers, you know, it's like, obviously it makes sense. You kind of push the boundaries. Like I did it when I was running South Vegas.
Oh, we know.
Yeah. So it's just like
That's why
like,
it's so perfect that you're at corporate now, because you were like
I'm
the
like,
ringleader.
I was like,
You were the ringleader of, why are we doing it this way? And I think we could do it differently. And now you're at the corporate office, which is just perfect because you actually, you know, you want that person at corporate. You want that person who's going to question the status quo and try to make things better and look at things from a different lens. So I think it's perfect. It's great. But now you have to deal with people like yourself.
I'm like, I've made publishers apologize. I'm just like, I was like, understand what you're saying here. They're like, oh, I didn't look at it that way. I'm like, yeah. So
It's so funny.
You're hilarious.
It is funny. I'm like good cop, bad cop right now. I'm
Of
just
course.
Like,
You're in between. You're a middle child.
What about you, Crissie?
I got to be honest. This past year is the community that we've built. It's really something that was important to me from the beginning, and watching people come together.
But sorry,
That's
because
okay.
this is what I do. I interrupt.
We know.
with purpose.
With intention, yes, sir.
Yeah.
It was all about community. But did you know that it was to the magnitude that it is?
I mean, that's the point I was going to elaborate on.
See?
So I went to a party that was hosted at one of my clients' homes that they purchased through my real estate client that was being catered by my private chef client. And when I arrived, there were 2 other partners who were also there because they had all become friends. And I looked around this room and I just realized this was what it was all about from the beginning. Like, this was what the whole point was. And so when I say like how deep that community goes, that's yes. Like I got to see firsthand experiences in this past year of how those relationships have developed. And it's the thing I'm the most proud of anything in this magazine. Like, I don't care about being front and center. I don't care about being the center of attention. That's never been my my number one thing. Like, it's not about like my picture in the magazine. It's about how can I help people and how can I build something sustainable that will carry on beyond myself. Yeah. And I think that this year I really started to see those engines revving in that direction. And I got to see some of that come into fruition. So that's what I'm most proud of.
Yeah. And sorry, on that note, even our videographer, Tristan, shout out to Tristan.
He's great.
Oh my God, he's amazing. Yeah. Great videos.
Your walk and talks. If you haven't seen him, then you have to watch Camilla's walk and talks on social.
Whatever. That's not it.
You do a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you blushing right now? Is that happening?
She's blushing.
Yeah.
But she does a great job maximizing strengths.
Yep.
So funny. But to your point, Tristan said, Camilla, all I hear in this room with our 50th year anniversary for Red Rock at Mercado Interiors, all I hear in this room is people making business. They're making business. They're doing business. They're talking about business. Like, you've created something so powerful here. Like, this is incredible. And this is what I want for our advertisers.
1,000%.
Is to grow. Is to grow. And what a lot of people don't understand is that you have to show up.
Yeah.
To do that, you have to show up.
It's true.
In person, in the podcast, virtually, in print. Like, you got to show up to your community, and your community will give back. Yeah.
For sure.
So I've got a question for you guys. Since Crissie sent me the goal setting sheet, what is 1 or 2 top goals for 2026 for you guys?
I want to travel more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's my goal number 1 is to travel more. And the second goal is to double each one of the magazines because it will create bigger impact.
I love it.
On the neighborhoods. Please do.
Both of those points.
Yeah.
Crissie?
I would agree. I want to double Henderson in 2026. I traveled a lot in 2025. I was in the Caribbean 3 times in 2025.
Oh, poor you.
I know.
Poor you.
Listen,
I feel so. Oh, cheers to that.
Cheers to the Caribbean 3 times. No, the first half of the year was great, and then I just got kicked in the back half. Yeah. But no, I think that for me, doubling the magazine for sure, and then just being able to build my team more. You know, like I was able to add some really great people to the Henderson squad this year. Like, I loved my social manager. She's amazing. I love Jordan. She's great. Paige does a fantastic job. I really would love to be able to continue to grow our teams within these magazines this year too. So,
but I think to grow the magazines, we have to grow our teams because we don't do anything by ourselves.
1,000%.
Now, back to you. What are your 2 top goals for this year?
I mean, it's impact, right? So what can I do to make your guys' lives easier from the corporate side? And then,
well,
yeah, go ahead.
We have a list right here.
Yeah, feel free. I'll just send it up the chain, right?
You are the chain.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. But yeah, then also like family. So looking at like my little kids and stuff. So how can I continue to make their lives better? So
yeah.
That's cool.
Pretty basic.
This is actually a really good thing, though, going back to your Simon Sinek question or comments about the knowing your why, because that is your why. The kids are your why. And my why for why I want like more people to help me with the team is because I want to be able to spend more time with Tanner, you know? So it's like, what is that core of the why of like why you're building all of this, you know?
My why is community.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Was there anything that shocked either of you guys this year? Anything that was surprising looking back?
I mean, I don't know what day it is.
How personal do you want to get? No, just kidding.
On a PG level, Camilla, was there anything that surprised you in 2025?
I think just how time flew.
It did go really quick.
But I think that's because time flies when you're having fun.
It really does. Yeah.
Right? And even though we've, just like life, our businesses have ups and downs and people complain, people compliment, things happen. It's learning how to ride the wave.
Yes.
And be grateful for every single moment, positive or negative.
Yep.
And even positive or negative. Who's to say what's positive or negative? It's about, it is what it is. How can I learn from this? And so, was it shocking? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about you, Chad? Anything?
I think just how close City Lifestyle is to just taking over right now. I mean, as I stepped out of the individual publisher role, like looking at a specific market, working with you guys on each side of me to what I'm doing now, like we are this close to just like exploding as a company.
What does that mean?
Like growth for individual publications, growth for more markets, And it really gives credit to like what you guys do on the daily basis, right? Like going back to community, impacting community. The more tools and support we can give each individual publisher like yourselves, that's where you guys have more freedom and flexibility to go do exactly what you need to do to build these relationships.
Well, mine is not as deep as either of yours. I was going to say my most shocking thing was seeing my face on a billboard in 2025. But you have to laugh. That's funny. Come on.
It is. But are you surprised?
No,
like,
I'm joking. I'm not surprised, but it is.
People notice the billboard.
They notice the billboard.
okay, so even though you don't want to be front and center, right? You are still the head
Of course.
of Henderson City Lifestyle.
Of course.
So people want to know who you are. People
Yes.
want to be able to recognize you.
Yes.
So get comfortable being in the spotlight,
Well,
girlfriend.
with that in mind, if anyone's watching, just gear up and feel free to chuckle along as you see quite a bit more of me on social media in 2026.
Well, I mean, you guys have talked about it. Like you're humanizing
Yeah.
what you do. So
It's true.
You're
It's
able
so
to
true.
connect directly to it. And I mean, my graphic design skills are pretty awesome, but you know. Okay. So
I know you made the billboard.
I know I did.
You did great. You did a great job.
It is funny though, because I was at my dentist and like, oh, we saw the billboard. I was just like, that's phenomenal. I'm going to tell them right away.
And you're like, by the way, that graphic design work was me.
I
Hi.
know. I'll say it here. I don't boast about that, but yeah.
It's very funny. Well, I mean, we've covered quite a bit here today.
Yes, but we're not done with the bottle. Maybe we should like end the episode to finish it up.
Camilla wants to clear the bottle. It's so funny. Well, Chad, any insights going ahead to 2026 for City Lifestyle Corporate that we should be aware of?
Like I said, there's a lot of exciting things coming out. You guys know we're gearing up for conference. We got really cool guest speaker, Tim Tebow, coming in. So, I mean, it's going to be really, really impactful. And I think what you guys are going to hear out of that is going to be pretty insane to get you jazzed and ready to go for 2026.
It's awesome.
I'm just jazzed every day.
You're jazzed
all
every day, yeah.
Every day. Exactly.
I don't need to go to conference. Tell corporate
We're just
I'm
going
not
to put
going.
you on stage. Just like, hey, here's Camilla.
Here she is.
Yeah.
So funny. Well, I completely agree with that on the local level, too. We've got so many irons in the fire right now, and there's so many things that are to come, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
And I'm just so excited about everything that we've built.
And so, if you may allow me,
Yes.
I want to wrap up this episode with thanking each and every business that trusts us to tell your story in multiple ways, to partner with us. We have business owners that have been with us for 5+ years since the inception of Red Rock. And we are so incredibly grateful that you chose our platforms to build your story, connect you to the community. And I want you to know, Crissie and I want you to know that we are committed to your success above everything else. So thank you for being with us.
And thank you for listening in today. We'll see you guys in 2026.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes! Cheers!
Think. All right.
You keep spilling your
I know.
thing.
I don't drink champagne.
So funny.
Yeah.